What's up, YouTubers? Jose Quiñones, the CNC dude here. Hey, I'm very sorry that I have been extremely delinquent in recording videos, and just a few days ago I started receiving messages through YouTube and email asking, hey dude, are you alive? We haven't seen anything from you in a while. And I realized, considering that we're going through a pandemic, some people may be thinking, oops, I think this guy kicked the bucket. Well, I'm happy to report that I am doing very well, no disease. We have been just sheltering in place for almost a year now. So everybody has been healthy and we have been enduring the pandemic as best as we can. But definitely want to thank you for asking. I mean, that's definitely extremely appreciated. Thank you so much. Now, I do have to say, one of the reasons why I haven't recorded a lot of videos, I have recorded some videos for work, but I don't think you will be interested in those. The main reason why I haven't recorded much is because of an intriguing paradox. I have been basically here at the shop doing a lot of work, but you know, it's fascinating how you build a workshop to build parts, and then the parts that you do in the workshop are for the workshop. Here is an example of something that I have been building for a few weeks or months now. It's basically this wall, but in order for you to understand what this wall is, I gotta show you something else. Well, I am here in one of my corners on my cube, yet another paradox. But you know, as I was saying, on the shop, I have done zero parts. Zero parts. Actually, that's not true. I have made one part and I'm gonna tell you all about it in a little bit. But this cube is an intriguing paradox. You know, as an engineer, I have worked on every single job as an engineer that I have done. I have been shoved into a cube. And throughout the years, this is since 1995, I have gotten, we engineers, we get to hate cubes. It's like, cubes, they're like a little jail or a prison where we're put into. So we don't like cubes a lot, but for whatever reason, that's where we work at, most of us. And for whatever reason, I also decided that I wanted a cube for my lab. So my lab is a cube. Quite the paradox. If I hate them so much, how do I dare to get me a cube? Well, it turns out that they're incredibly convenient. You get walls, you get table space like desks, you get shelves. It's extremely easy to make stuff and, you know, hang it and make them usable. So I paid a measly $200 for this gigantor of a cube. Dirt cheap, literally I got incredibly lucky. This thing was basically being dumped, is what it is. I paid $200 for the cube, and check this out, $500 for moving it into my place. So incredibly amazing deal. You cannot buy this for $200 if you go to even if you go to an used cube place. You're not gonna get all of this for $200. So literally I got lucky. Some people was just dumping it and they didn't want it. And every now and then I've seen plenty of ads out there where people are like, hey, I'm just closing down. If you want this cube, come and pick it up. Sometimes for free, just because they want it out. So I paid $200, $500 for moving it. I got incredibly lucky. But you know, as convenient as this cube is, there is one thing that it doesn't give you. Please excuse the mess on my left here. I'm just looking up and I gotta show you the problem of a cube is like right up there. So I acquired the cube at, I would say probably late summer. Maybe I assembled it on September, October-ish kind of deal. And I'm thinking, well, these walls are gonna be amazing. And then what I'm gonna do is on next summer, I'm going to create a room to enclose it so that I can put a little AC unit because it's gonna get hot in here. So I'm accustomed, I have already gone through the summer here where it's 110 outside. It's incredibly hot in the workshop. There is no way I can cool all of this. So I'm thinking with these walls, I can create like a barrier, but of course you just saw the open space. So I'm gonna need like a ceiling, right? To contain all of this atmospheric goodness. And I'm thinking that I'm gonna need that on the summer. Well, I completely forgot that between fall and summer there is winter and we get 20 degrees in here and it got really, really, really cold. So unfortunately, my idea of waiting to the summer didn't pan out. So I had to take everything apart again, and that is the wall that I was showing you. All right, so this is the room. Now I have a ceiling, 3 walls, fully insulated, and I can create an atmosphere where I can work at. So this is my new lab. I have everything that I need in here, a computer back there, storage space, equipment, goodies to work. I spend most of my time in the lab. Even if I have to do a part in the workshop at some point in time, some kind of motor mount or some whatever, 99% of the time I'm going to spend in the lab. Now that we're working from home, literally I spend all of the time in the lab. That's why I have done 0 parts, but that's not true. I have actually made 1 part. But this is the new lab. It's fantastic in terms of warming it up. It works very well. I have 3 space heaters. I turn them on like at 6. They warm up the place. By 12, I can turn them off. And right now, it's not warm. It's kind of colder than warmer. But if I had an AC unit, this would be the temperature that I would want to feel. So I am perfect. This is it. This is the life. I am happy. The project was a success, but this took me like 3 or 4 months to build because I had never done anything like this before and because I don't even know what I'm doing. So all I'm hoping is that this is not gonna fall on my head and kill me in the process. So maybe COVID hasn't killed me, but that guy will. I don't know. We'll see, but right now this is great. I am at the lathe. This is where the lathe is gonna be. This is exactly what I wanted. The saw is gonna be here. I think the last time you saw this on my last video, this was in the floor. I do not recall if I show you when I lift it up. Probably I didn't work on that video yet. As you can see, it's still the chain that I used to lift this up many months ago is still in place because I still want to move this a little bit. The lathe is the only machine that I have used in the almost a year that the workshop has been in. Now, it took me months to move all of this here. So I think the last piece of equipment came in here like in August. I'll show you on another video how I did that. But the only reason why I've made 1 part is because one friend called me and asked, hey man, can you help me to make this cylinder? And I told him, well, the lathe is in the floor right now, but if you help me to put it up and connect it, I will help you with your part. And that is the only part that I have built in this workshop in 1 year because everything else has been parts for the workshop. Well, I think it's good if we close this quick update on the workshop on the same wall that we started. This is the wall that basically is the wall that takes me to the lab, and you can see there is a door here. So this is going to be extremely convenient. You know, I can be coming inside a good temperature, and then I can just walk out into the CNC milling machine or whatever else that I need to do. So this has been my project for the past, I would say, 3 or 4 months. You can see these outlets here. In here I'm going to put my tool chest where I have all of the battery chargers. So it's going to be very convenient. That's why I wanted to have outlets. And it's actually one of the challenges that I didn't think of when building this workshop. You know, you say, I want a lot of space. Give me 2,400 square foot. Yeah, but then where are you going to connect your stuff? I find myself using lots and lots of extensions just to get a drill working. So it's like, I didn't think of this. Probably I should have thought more about this stuff. You know, when I was in the garage, there were outlets all across, so it was easy to just connect to whatever I was. Now the outlet is like half a mile. I practically have to rent a car to go into the freaking outlet. So it is a detail that I don't know if all of you guys thought of, but I didn't. And you know, the solution has been to create walls. So I basically, that has been my project for the past year. I have been a wall maker and routing outlets and electricity and stuff. But it is all, I think it's good now. I think I'll be able to survive with what I have. The other side of the workshop is completely devoid of electricity. I don't even have light in there, so it's kind of darkish. Something to improve at a later time, but I think I have a good half where I can do a lot of damage. So it's gonna be the next couple of months. I better get busy doing something, right? But yeah, definitely want to thank you for you guys that checked on me to make sure that I didn't kick the bucket with the COVID. We're doing fantastic. I hope you guys are doing fantastic as well, staying healthy. I want to thank you for tuning to my YouTube channel. I'm going to see you guys on the next one.